Hi, my name is Laura. I'm here today because I want to share my story about EMF toxicity. I really only came to find out that I'm truly EMF sensitive within the last two and a half, 3 weeks ago. And, first I want to tell you EMF sensitivity, toxicity is real. It hurts and it can have a very adverse effect on your body. So before I tell you my story, why don't you take the test? Is EMF affecting you? Because it's everywhere right now. Everywhere in our air. You think you might be affected? Take this test. I'm going to give you 11 words to repeat after me. Just 11. And as a point of reference, we speak over 30,000 words in a day. I'm going to give you 11 words, and I want you to check in with yourself and find out if there's a physiological change in your body because you've repeated these words. Sound crazy? Give it a try. So you can do the sitting, standing, laying down, whatever's comfortable for you. So let's go. Just put your hands down at the side of your body. Just check in with yourself, see how you're feeling, and repeat after me. Radiating all harmful EMF frequencies out and away from my body. Now just give your body a second to see if it responds. As you're checking in, I will tell you that I've done this statement with a lot of people, and about 50% of people have had an immediate response. And at this point, too, I want to tell you that if you have suddenly become very, very tired, you are definitely, without a doubt, being affected. Do not repeat the statements. If we talk to a healthcare provider who might know something about this, check out the links below this video, and you might want to fast forward to my story if you're interested in hearing any more. Now let's repeat it again. Are you ready? Let's see if you get the same type of response in your body. Ready? Radiating all harmful EMF frequencies out and away from my body. Give your body a minute to respond. At this point, with some people that I have tested, what I found out was that they may have felt something at the very first time, but the second time it wasn't there anymore, it was gone. Which kind of indicates to me that these people are still healthy enough that they may be affected, but their bodies are healthy enough to mitigate or shoo away the frequency so it doesn't metabolize into their body. Are you still feeling an effect at this point? See, I am, because I know that I'm affected. Let's try it one more time. Ready? Radiating all harmful EMF frequencies out and away from my body. From the get-go, for me, I always get tingling, and it's in these last 3 fingers coming down my palm, depending on how much I've been on my laptop or tablet, which is not what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I can feel my shoulders relaxing. Some people get tingling down their legs. In the beginning, I would get into my hands and my legs. Some people get heat coming off their shoulders. There's been a number of people where I can see their eyes completely just light up after the very first statement. Some people with headaches are nil, next to nothing. So all kinds of responses that are happening. If you're still feeling this after 3 responses, you are definitely being affected. Go to the links. Find out what you can do to help stop this from affecting your body. There's things that we can do. Now let me show you one of the main triggers for me. And it was crazy because it was something I wasn't expecting. So after 3.5 years of very heavy detox, and I couldn't get off a chair 3.5 years ago, I had mercury, acute mercury poisoning. It was in my brain. I had fireworks going off in my brain. It was horrible. Because of the mercury, I also had a number of other very heavy metals right off the charts. Lead, cadmium, tin. There was a few of them. Copper. So back in June of this year, I did another hair analysis, and it was showing to me that most of the metals are out of my body. And also nutritionally, I'm right on track. I go to a nutritional tracker online. I put my foods in every day. I mean, I'm at the point where I have to, I want to, because I want to get healthy again. I was really working at it. And yet, I'm seeing these things on my hair analysis, but I'm still having these crazy high anxiety attacks off the roof, still having crazy symptoms. Where are they coming from? And then I was lucky enough to find a webinar online, of all things, about Candida. And as I was watching it, there was a number of speakers that were talking about EMF toxicity, and whoa, bingo, light went on. I started in my head tracking all the times where I had very adverse reactions, anxiety. As soon as I walk into the place, trying to grasp my breath, shoulders are up, muscles get tight, and it's like, what the heck is going on? And then I want to show you the biggest thing that I did that I really feel good about was I bought myself EMF meter. So on this particular one, I am not at all savvy about numbers, about things. I know there's 3 or 4 different types of EMF frequencies, and the one that really gets to me is the electrical frequencies. But I also understand that there is no Wi-Fi product that does not have an electrical component to it. So every product that's out there basically has 2 different types of frequencies, EMF frequencies, that are attached to it. So with this one here, I don't know if you can see, it's color coded. I have a green, I got yellow, I got red. So I don't have to worry about numbers. What I need to worry about is I want to be in the green. So one of the first things that I did was I went around my apartment. I wanted a green light no matter where I went. And my apartment is very small. I live in about 420 square feet. So I'm going to show you right up front. This is a plug in my apartment. And I'm going to switch it over to the ELF frequency, and we're doing pretty good. That on its own gets up to a yellow. I mean, I'm not doing anything, so I have to be right up on top of it. And once I step back about a foot, it's good. But here we go. These are those little plug adapters. Had a lot of them in my apartment. Now when I put my adapter up there now, I'm right up in the red zone. And that was the Shanghai that we had on our little tablet that just fell out. So I'm right up in the red zone, yellow zones. The closer I get. Now I go and I plug in my TV. Then again, right up to the red zone. And I have to come out a little bit further. Now can you imagine all of these have something attached to them? Well, we also have, I'm going to take this out before I keep talking. We also had in our apartment, our very small apartment, attached right here was one of these. Now, these big power bars, we've got 2 of them. So every night when I first found out about this, I was shutting down all of the, everything that was connected, but I didn't actually pull the cord on here. On the other side of this wall is my bedroom. My head sits up here. It wasn't until I pulled this plug out that I had this crazy reaction that was like, what? The very next day, hyperbladder, gone. Gone. I could sleep naked again. Yay me. I love sleeping naked. Gone. All I did was pull the plug. I can't imagine if I had gone to the doctor, antibiotics, maybe a bladder suspension. No, all I needed was to pull this plug. Um, and a second reaction to pulling this plug was that I could now sleep on my right side of my body. I couldn't do that before. And I think some of that, for those people that know any type of energy medicine, we receive information on the left side of our body, we give it out on the right. I think if I'm always sleeping on the left side of my body, I'm not taking in any information, I'm plugging my ears, and nothing's coming in. Maybe unconsciously, I was protecting myself. All I know is that I unplugged that. The very next day, two major reactions. I also had extremely dry eyes, stabbing pain in my eyes, and that's all gone. So I am now learning how to mitigate myself. I am definitely sensitive. I still definitely have some in my body. So I take that statement with me, the one that I just gave you, and 5-6 times during the day. I might spend 5 minutes, and then I'll direct that statement to particular parts of my body, radiating all harmful EMF frequencies out and away from my eyes, out and away from my ears, out and away from my thyroid. And you can feel the movement happening as it's alleviating or dissipating out of your body. It's going to take a while. It's deep. Some people don't believe the frequencies can go deep. I can tell you that they do. Now, if you are in Canada, please, if you've been affected, there might be a link below. We're looking to put together some petitions, handwritten, so that we can hand them in and stop the movement of 5G generation devices coming into Canada. We don't need these things. We are operating right now at the 4th generation devices of Wi-Fi, of all these devices that are causing all of this electrical chaos out there. We don't know how to handle what we got, and they want to come in and put more. Please, my God, help, sign a petition. If you think you can get 25 names on one petition, that's all it takes to make a legal petition. The link will be below, and there'll be information where to send that in. I've talked to children, 11, 12 years old. They're already having pains coming up their arms. They're telling me, I'm not even asking. I had a little girl approach me the other day. She's 12 years old, saying when she's in school, sometimes she gets pain in her wrist. Talk to your children. Is it happening to them? Also, the baby monitors, very, very bad. We're affecting our children's brains. One thing you should know, being a reflexologist and knowing a little bit about energy medicine, the tips of our fingers are directly related. They reflex back to the brain. We're using that on our cell phones. We're using that on our laptops. We're using it to plug, unplug, to touch all these devices. We're reflecting right back to the brain, and it's going on and on and on and on. Please, if you're being affected, be part of the movement to stop 5G from coming in. We just want to stop it, put a moratorium on it, give us a few years to figure out how to stop the effects on our body. How can we make things better for everybody? I hope you've learned something from here. If you want to learn more about specifics, please see the link below. Thank you so much.